Good morning from the Evening Standard newsroom in London. Britons could face a £5,000 fine if they leave the UK without a reasonable excuse under new coronavirus rules coming into force next week. The legislation for restrictions over the coming months as the government sets out its roadmap for coming out of lockdown was published on Monday. The new laws come into force on March 29. International travel is already banned under most circumstances in the current lockdown, but according to the new laws, non-essential foreign travel will be banned until June 30. 3 cases of a coronavirus variant that was first detected in New York has been found in the UK. Public Health England says it's monitoring the situation closely as it continues to work with partners around the world to identify variants of COVID-19. Many of the cases of the B.1.526 variant that was first detected in New York have been found to contain the E484K mutation. 10 people have been killed in a shooting at a Colorado supermarket, including a police officer who was the first to respond to the scene. Police arrested a suspect but did not reveal his name or any details about the gun attack. The attack was the 7th mass killing this year in the US, following last week's shooting that left 8 people dead at 3 Atlanta area massage businesses. The social impacts of coronavirus will be felt for a decade or more without an urgent public policy overhaul. The British Academy report launched on the anniversary of the UK's first lockdown. It forecasts significant intervention will be needed to avoid an acceleration towards poorer health, social and economic outcomes and a more extreme pattern of inequality. And finally, a brewery near Dame Vera Lynn's home has made a donation in her memory from the proceeds of an ale named after her. The Force's sweetheart, who entertained troops with morale-boosting visits to the front line during the Second World War, died in June last year, aged 103. Bedlam Brewery, near to Dame Vera's home in Ditchling, East Sussex, launched the Dame in her honour, a limited 4.2% ABV amber ale. The brewery says it did extremely well in its first 3 months of release and sold more than 4,600 pints and nearly 1,800 500-millilitre bottles. As a result, Bedlam donated £1,274 to the Dame Vera Lynn Charitable Trust.